Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a very large bag of empties that has been accumulating for what feels like forever. And I know I say this every time. What I do with empties is I'm like, oh, I need to do an empties video. But then I'm real close to finishing another product. So I'm like, I'll just wait till I finish that product. And then it's just a process that goes on and on and on. And while I am at that stage now, I'm very close to finishing a few other products. I just have to film this. It's too much stuff. So let's jump right in. Some of this is going to be repetitive, but that just shows how much I love a product. If you're new to my channel, it won't be repetitive. And all of the skincare products, if I use them regularly, you can catch my skincare routines to see where I put them in the routine. If there's something new that I'm rotating in, then I'll let you know where I use them. Let's first talk about some self-tanners. These are all from Minetan, which has been a very favorite brand of self-tanners of mine for a very long time. This is the Ultra Dark Express Tan Mousse. This is the Boost and Enhance Tan Booster. And this is the Everyday Hollywood Glow, which I don't think they sell this one anymore. Now, up until I started trying the tanner that I talked about in my favorites video this month, this was my favorite brand. Wow, can't talk already. And this is the first thing I'm talking about. I still love Minetan. I get mine on QVC. Everything I have tried from them, I have liked. So these are 3 empties from Minetan. I think these are the only hair empties I have. One would be no surprise if you have watched my channel before, the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. It's my favorite dry shampoo. I'm trying other ones. I have tried other ones. I always come back to this one, and this is the jumbo size, but it still didn't take me long to get through it because I only wash my hair twice a week and I have very thin, fine hair. So I feel like I need this often. I use dry shampoo probably 3 times a week. And then another product that I need to repurchase, or if y'all have something similar that you like, let me know, because I am out of something like this in general. This is the Hot Toddy Heat Protectant Mist, and it is for before curling, or it says before ironing. So before I use my straight iron, which is what I use to curl my hair, I will always douse my hair in this. I like it because it's a dry mist, so it doesn't make my hair wet. It doesn't cause any issues with me actually curling my hair. It's not for wet hair. I don't think it is. Yeah, for use on dry hair. So I have my heat protectants that I use in like on wet hair, but I liked this one. It smelled really good. It seemed to do the job. But if you know of any other ones that serve the same purpose, let me know because I'm definitely in the market. I have a few body products that I went through. All of them are from Bay Harbor Beauty, which I've talked about loving in the past. She makes honestly some of the best body products. This is the Jojoba Bead and Honey Foaming Scrub. You really can't see, but it's got little jojoba beads in it, but it also foams up very nicely. This is in Flower Balm, which I really enjoy. Vanilla Sandalwood is probably still my favorite scent from them, but this is great. I love using this in the shower. It is a very light exfoliation from the jojoba beads, but again, it foams up and gets a good cleanse. And then 2 of the glowing body oils that I went through. This is Toasted Brazilian Nut, which is very, very, very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. Smells almost just like it. And then this is Sweater Weather. Now, I do still have a little bit of this left because I like to take these and put them in a pump dispenser. And so I'm still working on this one, but I'm almost through with it. So I put it in my empties. Sweater Weather is one of her holiday scent, so I don't know if it's still available, but I really like it. It's hard to explain what the scent is, but she does have descriptions of all of her scents on her site. So love the body oil. It is very moisturizing. It does the job, but it does not stay oily on the skin. It absorbs really well. Always loved it, always will. I'm going to try to do the skincare in order of how I use it. The first is my first step in my double cleanse. So this is the Elemis Pro College Naked Cleansing Balm. I showcased this in my most recent PM skincare routine and it is gone. I really like this stuff. And I mentioned then I am not a balm lover. I much prefer oils, but as far as balms go, this is definitely one of my favorites. I like that it's the naked cleansing balm, so it doesn't have the fragrance in it. It's not overpowering in that at all. It doesn't cloud up my eyes. It removes the makeup really, really well as a first cleanse. So I really enjoyed that one. And then a cleanser that I finished that I also had a backup of. So I am well into using this. This is the Shantikai Rice and Geranium Foaming Cleansers. You can tell. I mean, I used this sucker up. You need the tiniest amount. It does really go far once you add water to it, but it is a beautiful foaming cleanser that does not strip my skin. It has a slight exfoliation, but not really. I mean, I use this every single night. So I love it. It lasts forever. It's a very luxurious product that is effective and does what it is meant to do. I have, of course, another soothing facial rinse. I feel like there's one of these in every single Empties video because it is my favorite toner. This is from Revision Skincare. Not going to spend a lot of time on it because this is definitely a repeat. It's just my favorite. Another favorite that's always in all my Empties is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. I use a lot of primer on my mascara. I use a lot of coats. I have my liner that I use to tightline. So honestly, no matter what the oil is or the balm is, it never fully takes my eye makeup off. It never has, probably never will, just because of the products and the amount that I use. So I always have to go back in with a makeup remover designed for the eyes, and this one is my favorite. Y'all, let's do the serum step. I have 14 serums, so I'm going to go very quickly, but that is how long it's been since I have either done an Empties video or how much I have been using my products. So let's start with my growth factor step. Now, these are empty, and I get asked about this all the time. This is the Anti-Age MD system. So there is the serum, and then there's the accelerator. So you use the serum first, and then you add the accelerator. I get asked if I like these all the time. I do like them. I don't dislike them, but they are not my favorite. I'm probably not going to repurchase. I felt like they worked, but other serums work better for my skin. Now, I know a lot of people absolutely love these, and I'm not discounting them. I know Courtney, it's like her thing. Courtney from Harbin House, she loves this duo. And I know a lot of y'all have told me you do too. For me, it was just okay. It didn't do for my skin what other serums do. Another growth factor is the Skin Medica TNS Advanced Plus Serum. I do like this one. I would say of the growth factor serums, this is probably the number 3 spot. The Neocutis is number 2, and I'll talk about my number 1 here in a second. But I did go through this, like it. This is the newer version of the TNS. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. It's very expensive. Other than that, it's a great serum. And of course, my favorite growth factor step, stem factor step, is the Neogenesis Recovery Serum. This is something I talked about at length in my 2021 skincare favorites. It's my favorite find of 2021. It is fabulous. I don't think this and my Truth Treatments Vitamin C Serum are 2 products that I can envision myself never being without in my skincare routine. This loves my skin. My skin loves this. When I don't have it, I can tell a difference. It's fabulous. So, so good. Now, some other serums that I went through. My Osmosis Rescue Epidermal Repair Serum. I spoke about this also in my 2021 faves. Great for barrier repair, great for redness and inflammation. Love this, and I feel like I always have one in my Empties. Definitely working on a backup of that. The Shantikai Bio Lifting Serum, I really like this. I talked about this in my 2021 faves. Do you sense a theme here? It's a great anti-aging peptide serum. If you are into luxury skincare and you want to try out some of Shantikai's offerings, this is one of my favorites. Oh, another one of the that could have gone with the recovery. I did finish up my booster serum from Neogenesis. So the recovery, this is the 10 mil. I get asked a lot how long this lasts me. A 10 mil lasts me roughly 6 weeks. Sometimes I get 7 out of it. This is the 30 mil, which is obviously going to last me about 3 times more. And the booster has 40% of their stem cell technology, while the recovery has 70. They are both fabulous. If you need more hydration, I would suggest checking out the booster because it has added hydrating ingredients in it. If you just want the full force of the stem factor, I would go for the recovery. Some hydrating serums that I went through. The first is my Truth Treatment Systems Hyaluronic Mineral Hydrator. I use this in my Truth Trifecta, which is this, the vitamin C serum, and the Biometric Mineral Mist. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. I have this large one that I went through. I use these two with the vitamin C serum as my trifecta every morning. Something I just don't envision myself stopping anytime soon because I've been using it for years and my skin really, really loves it. This is the Josh Rosebrook Hydration Boost Concentrate Facial Hydrating Serum. I think I got this in some kind of subscription box. It was okay. It was pretty thick and it wasn't my favorite, but it did the job. However, I do love a lot of Josh Rosebrook skincare, so I'm not negating the line in general. This was just an okay serum for me. Another wonderful hyaluronic acid serum is the Skin Medica HA5. This is a gold standard in my book. This has 5 types of hyaluronic acid. It is very silicone based, so if you don't like that kind of texture, you may want to look into something else. But this has always worked really well for me, and I went through this large bottle. And then another thing that always makes it into my empties is my Elastin Restorative Skin Complex. This is a peptide serum full of anti-aging ingredients. Again, Elastin really works for me, and I just love incorporating this into my PM skincare routines. If you watch that video, you will see where and how I incorporate it, but it's just a staple in my routine. And then finally, my Curology. I have 2 of these. I get asked about this all the time. Am I still using Curology? Yes, I am. I am kind of alternating it a little bit in the driest months. Now, I really don't need to do it this month because it's been in the 70s here. Crazy in December, but January and February are always pretty cold here in Tennessee. So I will alternate more then so that I can kind of dial down the flakiness that tends to happen in the driest weather. And I've been alternating it with my Medicaid. I talk about that in my 2021 faves. But this is, again, a gold standard. This is my Tretinoin Cream. I can't even read it, but I should know. It's 0.07%. I have 5% niacinamide and 4% azelaic acid. I love it. I've used it for probably going on 2 years now, and I just don't see the need to change. Some people don't like tretinoin. They prefer retinaldehyde, which the Medicaid is, and some people prefer a tretinoin. So those are 2 good options, the Medicaid and the Curology. Now let's talk about some moisturizers. I finished up the Neogenesis Barrier Renewal Cream. This is the 2nd container of this that I've gone through. I love it. Out of all of the Neogenesis moisturizers, this one is my favorite. It just really does good things. It works really well under makeup. I can't say anything bad about it. I have so many moisturizers that I'm trying to get through that I haven't repurchased it yet, but it will always be on my radar to be included in future purchases because I know how much I love it. The Neocutis Bio Cream Firm Riche. This is the extra moisturizing, smoothing, and tightening cream. I really like this one as well in the daytime. It's not as moisturizing as I tend to go for or as rich as I tend to go for at night, but I did enjoy this during the day. This is kind of a sample. I think I got it from Harbin House. Really like it. Don't think I'll be repurchasing it, but I did not dislike it at all. And then finally, my neck creams. This is the Revision Nectafirm Advance. 2 neck creams. It's hard for me to get away from this because it's my favorite neck cream of all time. However, while I am working on one of these right now, when I am done with it, I did get the Sente neck cream because I have not tried that one yet. So I wanted to try that out for y'all. But so far, before using the Sente and being able to speak to that, the Nectafirm Advance is my favorite neck cream. All right, let's talk about eye care. I have an eye serum from Shantikai that I finished up and like. The only thing I don't like about this is that sometimes the roller ball was hard to get product out of. This is the Nano Gold Energizing Eye Serum. Really liked it, used it underneath eye creams. It lasted a really long while for me, but I really had to prep it on my skin in order to get the product out before I used it. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. But other than that, it worked great. Didn't have any adverse side effects. I like using an eye serum underneath my eye cream. This one I used in the morning because at night, I always used my Neogenesis eye serum. Now, a lot of people say they love this product, but they hate the packaging. And I can get it because it tends to pump out way too much if you're not very careful with really monitoring the pump. Like a full pump would be enough for 4 or 5 days. It's way too much using a full pump. Now, I got the little baby, I think it's the 5 ml size, in my gift with purchase for Black Friday at Freesco. And I love that size. I like the packaging a lot more. I feel like it's much easier to control how much comes out. You need so little of this that 5 ml is gonna last me forever. So if you're someone who loves this product but doesn't love the packaging, I would totally suggest getting the 5 ml because I think you're gonna like it a lot better. But it's Neogenesis. I mean, I love it. I love everything Neogenesis. And then finally, the Elastin Skincare Restorative Eye Treatment. This used to be the #1 spot for my eye cream. It is now the #2, #3. It's still one of my very favorites. I still use it a lot. The Color Science Total Eye Firm and Repair Cream has gotten my top spot. But this is still a fabulous eye cream, and I've gone through so many. Y'all, there's just so many products. We're gonna talk about SPFs. I have a few makeup products and we'll be done. I have 4 SPFs that I went through. All of them are different. This is the Supergoop Mineral Matte Screen SPF 40. I've talked about this a lot. I really, really like this. It's very smoothing. It's very mattifying. I don't feel like if you have super dry skin, you're gonna like this. I do feel like it's more for normal, maybe even normal to dry and oily skin types. But if I know I'm wearing a super luminous foundation, or I just want that really smoothed out look under my makeup, I will reach for this one. Y'all, the Color Science Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield in Bronze. I love this one, especially during the summer because it adds a little bit more color. I can mix it with my other Color Science SPFs, and again, it kind of forms a foundation because it helps to match my face with my body. Really love that. Color Science can do no wrong when it comes to SPF. Ulta MD Skincare UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. I almost don't want to show you this because the packaging is so disgusting. But this one was used a lot by Chad, and he tends to not wipe his hands off before he goes back in and pumps more. So there's SPF all over this packaging. This has been a gold standard in my SPF rotation for years. It's not going to change. I love it. One of my very favorite SPFs. And then finally, the SkinCeuticals Physical Matte UV Defense Sunscreen. This I tried and really liked before this one. I like this one better, and you get more product. This is only 1 ounce, and this is 1.5 ounces. So while I didn't dislike this one, I prefer this one. Now, this is my makeup empties bag, which I keep in my beauty room here. And it's never as full as my skincare because I have so much more makeup than I do skincare. But I did go through quite a bit of things. I finished out 2 perfumes, which says a lot because I have quite a few perfumes as well. This is the smaller version of the Maison Francis Kurkdjian Gentle Fluidity Gold. I don't even know how many mils this is. Let me see. I think it's 18 mils. No, it's 11 mils. I have the full size of this. I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful, smooth, vanilla, very, how do I say this? It's not a mature vanilla in the sense that you feel like you're gonna smell like an old lady, which I hate it when people say that because I know some really like older women in my life that smell darn good, but you know what I mean? Like people have that scent in their head that brings back visions of their like rose-scented grandmother. That's not what this is at all, but it is a mature, sophisticated, smooth vanilla scent. It's gorgeous. And then the smaller version of my Tom Ford Lost Cherry, which I bought this in the 2020 VIB sale, I believe, and I loved it so much that I bought a backup. So I'm using that one as I speak, but I also have the Dossier Oriental Cherry, I think it's called, which I feel like smells just like the Lost Cherry and it actually lasts longer on. So I don't know that when I get done with my other one of this that I'll be fast to repurchase because that one is so good. I finished up my Well People Bio Brightening Powder. I had a backup of this. I love it. This is a powder that to me works with every foundation that I have, which I think everybody needs that kind of powder in their life, right? We've all got our mattifying powders and our luminous powders and, you know, things that work with only certain other things. But that one really is just an all-around powder that works well with everything. Clinique, even better even better concealer and eraser. My favorite concealer of all time. This is probably my third one that I've gone through. I'm going through one right now. It's actually what I have on today, and I have a backup in my drawer. Just don't want to be without because it works so well, and I'm in the shade CN40. Couple of lip products. This is my MAC Creme De Nude. Talked about this in my makeup products I can't live without. It's my favorite purse lipstick that I reapply all throughout the day. This is the Wayne Goss Tulip lip gloss, which I absolutely love, and I bought a backup and I can't find it. It is absolutely killing me that I don't know where that is because I love this lip gloss so much so that I finished it and I just have to find that backup. I think about it every day. It's ridiculous. Some Jane Iredale staples that I always go through. Brow pencils, my favorite. Ash Blonde is my shade. And then the lash conditioner, both of which I have multiple backups for because I don't want to be without them. And I believe both of these ended up in my makeup products I use every day. The rest are a few products that I used up in my professional kit. The Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. I love this stuff. It is so good. It's a kind of baby version of the Vitamin Enriched Face Base, but this is a very moisturizing, almost under eye concealer cream primer. Not concealer, it's like a concealer primer. I didn't say that in the right order. I think you know what I'm talking about. I love it. I have lots of eye creams and I'm going through my kit, so I haven't repurchased it yet, but it's definitely on my radar. Another couple Bobbi Brown products. These are the correctors, which I really like having in my kit. This is Light Bisque and Bisque. So I went through those. Another corrector that I went through is the Jane Iredale Enlighten concealer. This is the original Enlighten, which I really enjoy using as correctors, especially on the face. If there's any hyperpigmentation or brown spots, I really like using that. Another Jane Iredale product is the Lip Stain in Craving. This is my go-to nude color, and I love this lip stain for clients because it truly lasts all day long. They can reapply gloss over the top of it, and they're good to go with their color all day. And then finally, the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This has been a staple in my kit for the past 7 years, I feel like. I mean, I have used it so much. I love these little bottles because I just don't have a ton of space in my kit. And this really works on, I feel like, everybody and under everything. It's just a fabulous smoothing primer that really holds that makeup on all day. Okay, y'all, this is probably like a 45-minute video. I am so sorry, but not sorry because now I can empty this Empties bag and start over. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future ones. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, safe, and sane, and that most of all, you go out and have a very blessed day.